electrostatic sensitive device.
This way.
Good afternoon. My name is Master Sergeant Brady. How are you all doing today?
Fine,
Fine.
sir.
I've been asked to come talk to you about this Back to Basics campaign. You all know about that?
Yes,
Making
sir.
sure what we receive in is what we're supposed to receive in. It's also about asset accountability. We want to make sure our taxpayers, the assets that our taxpayers pay for, get to where they're going. We want to make sure what we have in our warehouse is what we're supposed to have. That's why I'm here in front of you about today. Well, I've been designated by AMC as the subject matter expert. I went to write your skill level test. I also went down to Lackland to do the training workshop for the career field merger that we're about to have. But I'm going to talk to you today about how to in-check property. I'm going to talk to you what to look for on the property. I'm also going to talk to you about what you need to annotate on the form when you're receiving in property. Does anybody have any questions so far? Next slide, please. Basically, first thing, this is your receipt document. As you look at the items in front of you today, it'll be like a white envelope. A lot of times it'll come in like this. Basically, the first thing you're going to do is look here. The FB 448 number. That is our number. That identifies this base. Can you all verify that information? FB 4484.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Okay, you can go ahead and open the package. It belongs to you. Now it's time to receive it in. You know when that's all done. You all there?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Next thing you want to look is the stock number. Stock number of the receipt document. We're going to make sure that that stock number matches your part.
It does.
We're good on all that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the next thing we want to check. We want to go ahead, since this part belongs to us, and it is what it is, we want to go ahead and cross out this and put REC for receipt. This is now your accountable receipt document. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and you'll circle the quantity, and you'll verify that's what you received. We good?
Yes.
Okay, the next thing you want to do is check your shelf life. You don't want to make sure that you don't have any expired stuff. Make sure it's not a shelf life item. For instance, in this case, it's a 0. It says it's a shelf life item. Do any of you have any shelf life items?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No.
The next thing you want to do, since it is good, shelf life is good, quantity is good, it is what it's supposed to be, is you want to sign in your tote location. So after you process your document, you know exactly where it is. Then the next thing you want to do is go ahead and you'll sign and you'll date. That identifies that you got that you received it in and you dated it. Then you turn it over to the workstation processor for processing. Now that you've verified you have the right part and you send it for processing, that pretty much accounts for all the steps. But you want to make sure that your accountability and the taxpayer get what they ordered. You know, that these parts that the American taxpayers' dollars go for is correct. And I've also shown you how to verify what you have and how to annotate the form. Does anybody have any questions at this time?
I have one.
Sure.
What do you do if you find an item damaged?
If you find an item damaged, each each section has a limited inspector that can verify what it is and verify the damage. Or if he's not available, then you just receive it in unserviceable to where it goes to the detail where the inspector will check it out and he's available. Next question. Sir.
How would you open an electrostatic sensitive device?
An electrostatic sensitive device, you would only open in an approved workstation. However, as a receiving clerk, you would never open that item. If you suspect, for instance, if you suspect that is damaged, you won't open that item. You'll give it to the chief inspector. One more question?
So I have a question. What do you do if the quantity is not equal to the documentation manual?
If the quantity up here is not equal to what you actually received, you'll circle it and then you'll write the quantity that you actually received here and whether it's a shortage or partial. Any other questions? I appreciate your time, and remember, we want to get back to basics. Thank you, and have a good day.